Do you like a French country aesthetic in your home? If so, I think you'll enjoy these projects. Come on in, you guys, and welcome into Emily's Upcycled home. This little cutting board has seen better days, so let's give it a French country makeover using an IOD transfer and some napkins.
Let's dress up this little cutting board. I'm going to use this Antoinette transfer by IOD. You can find that in the brocante transfer pack, and that link will be in the description. And then we're also going to come in with this beautiful shade of paint, which is kind of a creamy grayish color, and that is the Dixie Belle driftwood. And it's a beautiful shade here. I think that will work great with our piece. I'm going to use one coat of paint on this cutting board, getting all the front as well as the back. And you notice I left that handle. At first I thought I wanted to just come in and leave it a wood tone at the top, but you're going to see later on I went ahead and gave this a full coverage look. With this beautiful blue floral napkin that I got off of Temu, we are going to use that design on the corner of our board here. To adhere our napkin to our surface, I am using Mod Podge, and you can just get that at any local craft store. And make sure that you guys, when you put your napkins on, you're taking off all the plies and getting down to that one layer of napkin. I'll add a thin layer of Mod Podge to the top, and then with my driftwood color, I am coming in and just highlighting and camouflaging some of that napkin so our piece blends in a little better, especially where the napkin shows white. And then with a downward motion, I use a piece of sandpaper to get off all the excess napkin here. And to add our transfer, I'm just finding the placement of this pretty lady here. Once I have my placement, I'll go ahead and press that into my backing or my board. Come in with just a stick that I have on hand, which is basically my paintbrush here, and then you just simply rub on that transfer. And my best way is just to be pulling your backing up while you're rubbing to release that image. You want to burnish that image in, making sure it has a firm hold, and then we'll come back in and layer in a little bit more of our beautiful blue rose napkin here along the edges. If you rip some of that paper off the edges, giving it a feather look, I find that your piece blends in a little better. Now, once I have that down in the placement, I repeat that step of adding the Mod Podge to that corner and layering up my napkin as well. Now, you see where it meets in the center, I go ahead and rip off that excess, giving it a feathered look as well, so it has a more seamless transition from one piece of napkin to the next. And repeating that step of coming in with our sandpaper and removing off any of that excess napkin. For best results with this method, let your Mod Podge thoroughly dry. We come back in with our driftwood and once again camouflage all our little napkin pieces that we don't want to show. Now, this is where I come in and add the same color to the handle. I just think it gives it more of a consistent look to this piece. To seal our project, I want a more durable sealer here, so I am using Dixie Belle's flat finish top coat here, and I'm going to layer up over that napkin, over an image, front and back of this piece, and then we'll come in and highlight our piece with some Dixie Belle Best Stain Wax in the color black. And I always offload my brush here. You need very little wax to go around your image, and I'm just going to continue feathering in that dark wax or black wax into all the edges, layering as I go, coming in a little bit darker where we want to camouflage some of our paint here into the flowers. And then I decide to give it a little bit of distressing with a piece of sandpaper, exposing some of that wood tone. And after I do that, I come back in with my black wax and feather that in once more. Now we're going to go ahead and embellish our little cutting board with just a piece of greenery and a coffee stain lace. And I bring in my staple gun here and just staple some of that greenery to the top handle of our piece. And then we'll do the same to our ribbon here. Now I tied just a simple ribbon, but off camera I went ahead and stapled the center of that lace and then tied the ribbon so it stays onto our board here. I will position my ribbon how I want it, and if you need to glue that down, you can go ahead and glue that in the place you want. I come in with a cute little button. I also wanted my button on the other way, so you can decide which way you want to place your button, right side or upside down, because sometimes that gives you a different look. I decided to add in a few more pieces of greenery to the other side, and then look how beautiful our little lady looks here on a cutting board. Now I did come in with that more durable sealer because this is a cutting board, so most likely somebody would hang this on a peg hook with some white tea towels in back of it, and maybe some blue and white little teacups hanging as well, just giving it a whole little scene. Let me know what you think of this project down in the comments.
Did you know engaging with me down in the comments helps my channel out so much? It helps the algorithm push me out. So I would appreciate if you leave me a comment, just a simple one. Let me know what you think of the projects. Let me know which one was your favorite. If you're a silent watcher, just a simple hello would help me out a lot. I appreciate you guys all. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification as well so you don't miss any future videos. Take this outdated basket and give it a French country makeover, continuing on with our little look here.
I thrifted this basket a while ago, tried to sell it as is, but you know, it's not really my vibe. I thought it might be somebody else's vibe, but we're going to continue on with that same driftwood tone, and we are going to paint up this basket, giving it that French country vibe here. Now I'm going to come in thoroughly and cover this up, and I'm going to do the little material as well, really blending into those fibers of our basket. Now this is probably going to take a few coats, so as I work this in, I'm going to try my best to get into all those little nook and crannies of our piece. So there's the one side and there's the other side, just to give you a little look. I'll finish the rest off camera and see you back here in a moment. So this is 2 coats of paint. Like I said, I was trying to get into all the little nooks of crannies, so if some of that wood is exposed, I'm fine with that. I come back in with some black wax here by DIY, but first I did spray this fully with a top coat by Rust-Oleum and then came in with that black wax. Now I'm just going to lightly go over my basket, giving this a little bit of depth with that wax and just adding some age. I want to add just a little embellishment with this wood round and that, once again, that paint inlay bird that we already used. Now coming back in with that same paint by Dixie Belle, and I'm going to layer this bird image on for the second time, repeating the process of spraying water over my image and dabbing that into that wet paint that we have on our wood round. I'm going to let this thoroughly dry, and once we come back in and it's dry, you want to re-wet your paper so that you can go ahead and pull off that backing. Now remember, this is our second time usage here, but look how vibrant that paint inlay is still giving us a beautiful image. And once again, you guys, make sure you spray these with a spray sealer. Do not try to blend over with that brush. If I showed you a little bit what happens in the last video, so if you missed that video, go back and check that out. I'll have that in the description. I come back in with just some paint wash here, which is black paint and brown paint and water, and I age up that piece also with that black wax. I'm going to add a little bit of detailing here with a strip of coffee stained lace, some greenery, a bow, and a little button to finish everything off. I use combinations of staples and hot glue gun. My hot glue gun just to attach everything, and this is what I ended up at the end. And here is our finished look. And I still think birds, French country, and Christmas all still go together. This is how I staged mine up, with just a little tree in the center, some vintage books, and you see all that detailing in that wicker with that dark wax and that gray tone, as well as the original wicker showing through. Let me know what you guys think of this piece, and would you decorate with this piece for all year round, or you feel it's more of a springish color? Let me know that down in the comments.
Check out more ILD, Fusion, as well as Dixie Belle products with my affiliate link down in the comments to Julie's Designs and Signs. You can also shop all of her many goodies on her site as well as beautiful florals that she sells. Don't forget she has a $9 flat rate shipping rate, so go ahead and check her out, and all those goodies you can shop, link down in the comments. For this project, let's take an upcycle and re-upcycle it with a cute little bird and some paint inlays by IOD.
So I originally upcycled this piece using some milk paint and giving it a chippy look here, but we are going to transform this for our little vignette we are doing with that same driftwood color by Dixie Belle. And I'm just going to give this a full coverage layer here and come in with this Delft traditional paint inlay by IOD, which has this beautiful shade of blue. It also comes in a black if you're interested in the black. I'm spritzing my page here or my inlay with some water, and I'm putting it into that wet paint, pressing in with my hand so that paint firmly gets embedded into our layer of driftwood that we have on our little bowl. I come back in with that same little bird picture here and place that into the center. Remember, this is our second use on this one. You can reuse these picks and pieces as many times as it allows. Usually about 2 or 3 times will work. Just like our other image, I came in after it's dry and I spritzed my whole pages here and removed all our inlay, and it left these beautiful images behind. I'm not sure if I like the round part or the outside image, but we're just going to go with it. I did seal this with a base coat of Rust-Oleum because you do want to use a spray sealer so that you don't smear your ink. And I showed you that kind of in my last video. If you missed that video, I'll have that link in the description as well. So here is our image. We did wax that up with that dingy, made it a little dingy with our dark black wax here by DIY. Come in with the little coffee stained lace and I staple that into our piece. Now I'm going to use this for like hanging on a peg holder or just a decorative little dish, hanging in a kitchen or hanging wherever you want. Now this is a little bit more spring-like, but you know, sometimes we have to go outside of our winter themes here and just bring us a little spring vibe. So let me know what you guys think of this piece down in the comment. But here is our beautiful piece, very chippy. A blue little bird in the center. Those paint inlays, you guys, are so fun to use. I recommend them. Just play around with them and you get different effects each time. Let me know, where would you stage this in your home, or if you even like this piece, or no, Emily, leave this bowl alone.
To shop my items, you guys, come join me over on Whatnot, as well as follow me on Facebook Marketplace. You can also follow me on my Facebook group page and ask me there if you are interested in anything, and I will respond back to you as well. Well, friends, we have reached the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. Leave me a comment, let me know which project was your favorite. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell on your way out. I appreciate you all, appreciate all your comments. Don't forget to comment and help the algorithm push me out. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.